Hey guys, it is a Sunday and we are out hiking, and I got this insight from just recent events happening. First of all, maybe I want to talk about like the most recent events, and then I'll talk to you guys about how simple software breaking is actually really good news for you. What is it? Like, actually, let me just talk about simple software, because I feel like a lot of you guys have gotten so much press and reaction from the George Floyd event. So I kind of want to talk about, recently Facebook did an update that broke a lot of Chrome extensions and simple software depending on Facebook. And when that happens, that shows you that it's actually great news, because Facebook is improving, but also that's not the main reason. The main reason is all these people who make a living on simple software, all of a sudden your competition is kind of like wiped out. and it's like a race to get things working again. And for the people who are like, I'm up to the challenge, I'm up to that race, it's no more difficult than having your developer go ahead and fix the simple software that you have, and then publishing it, and then your people are like happy. For the majority of the people who don't continue working on their simple software and they just give up, or they just don't even realize that there's a break in the system, all those users of these other software will flood towards yours. So I'm gonna announce it right now. GroupConvert works for the new Facebook platform. It works for the new Facebook platform, and we are publishing it as a second extension called Group Attack. The reason why is because most of our users are using the old version of Facebook, and I don't want to limit features for them if they are using the old. If they are using the new, they can switch over to Group Attack. Hey, race to the moon, yes. So especially when you have simple software and it's a Chrome extension and it's dependent on other websites like Instagram, Facebook. And Instagram and Facebook, they're constantly changing their platform. They're constantly improving. Hey, John! Yes, John is up to the challenge. John is like a consistent content machine. John, of course you're up to the challenge. By the way, John owns, he's CEO of Tier 5, which is a multi-million-dollar software company. And he has like 40 employees. I don't know how many employees you have now, John. Let me know. Hey, Luke. So if you just do a little bit more, you just fix it, you just do that extra step that a lot of others won't, then all these warm audiences that are using software that's similar to yours from all the other companies, they're gonna flood over to yours. So it's amazing that things do break. It's really good news. And a lot of times when people start creating their own simple software, or they have their own thing, and something changes in the internet and they're like, oh my god, my stuff is broken, it's very natural to feel this fear that you're gonna lose everything that you worked hard for. And it's a natural reaction to say, oh my god, I'm gonna lose everything. And just know that it's really good that a lot of people will feel that way, but you're not. You're gonna step up to the challenge, you're going to fix that thing, you're gonna just do that extra step, and you're gonna win. You're gonna win so hard against everyone else who don't step up to that challenge, right? Oh my gosh, John has 60 plus employees, my god. Good job, John. Alright, so, what is it? So you guys, I realized that when I step forward into creating my own thing online and teaching others to create their own thing online, what I encounter is a lot of they share to me a lot of mental pushback on all the things that causes them to stop and to be afraid of moving forward. A lot of thoughts clouding around like, my gosh, what if someone else has the same idea as me? My gosh, what if someone else copies me? What if my thing breaks and I spent all this money on it? What if, you know, all these fears. And because most people fear that and you don't fear that, you're gonna win in a big way, because the people who don't fear that and they continue moving forward, they realize like, oh my god, this can be fixed with like one day. This can be overcome in a moment, in an instant. It's okay. Uh and and then when that you change your mindset to that, when you change your mindset to, who cares if people copy me, I'm gonna have my own people, I'm gonna be the bestseller of my own book, I'm still gonna write my story, I'm still gonna publish my version. When your mind switches to that, it's like you realize that there are more people in this planet, there are more customers in your lifetime that you can ever serve, that you can ever hope to serve. There's more of them to, if you were to stand in the street corner and you have like a credit card processing machine and they need what you're selling, even if you stand there for days and years, you won't be able to process every single customer that could benefit from you, because it's that many online. So it's okay if things break. If you have your own software, it's actually good news. That means that there are plenty of people who will not be as vigilant as you and move forward like you do and have the mental fortitude that you have and the, you know, and the positive, just like, road that you're going to embark upon, that you are already on. So anyways, Oscar says, are those glasses heavy? I'm forced to put one. Yeah, you know, this is a, what is it? I bought this Ray-Ban because I thought like, oh, Ray-Ban is a good company, right? It's not great for Asians because I don't really have a bridge, so I have to buy these add-ons. You know, do you see the little tiny add-ons? I have to buy that so that it could sit on my nose, because there's no way that it's gonna stay there without those add-ons. And otherwise, these glasses are like crap without them, which goes back to Chrome extensions, right? If you want that little extra thing, you can create a Chrome extension to give you that extra, almost necessary boost. So, and it's in your control and it's in your hands. And if they didn't have this, you know, what's stopping you from making it yourself? So, anyways, wanted to go live to share with you that insight on this beautiful, like, Sunday, what is it? Noon. And it's amazing that little simple software break, because this is your chance to shine. This is your chance to tell them that you're moving forward and you're not gonna quit. And all those other customers from all the other companies that aren't stepping up to the plate, all those customers are gonna come to you. Okay? All right. Brent says, love this mindset. Yay. Luke Evans says, Superwoman glasses. Thanks. Yeah, I look way different, right? Okay. Well, guys, yeah. I don't know. That's all I have to say. It's, besides, you know, the George Floyd incident is such, like, I cried when I watched that video, because I'm like, how far do you have to be? How far removed emotionally do you have to be to step on someone's neck for that long and just sit there with a hand in your pocket? Like, how emotionally removed do you have to be? So part of me cried because I'm like, oh my God, a man is like, he lost his life crying out for his mom in his last dying moments, and then this man, he's just like hand in the pocket, all nonchalantly, just standing there on top of him. But also part of me cried because I'm like, I realized that in his lifetime, in this man's lifetime, that his education and the surrounding environments around him and the way that he takes in media and the way that he educates himself and his surrounding led to that moment. There was many moments of that would lead to that. It's not only all of a sudden one day he decided to like not care, you know. So anyways, that's why I felt like, wow, I don't know, the longer I'm online, I just feel like you really get to know the world more and more clearly. And while there's a lot of positive things that come from us being more aware of how people are, there's also realizing that a lot of people are not gonna go and be more aware of everything else. They're not gonna take that huge initiative to be aware of the world that they live in, you know? And they're gonna shut that off, and that results in insensitive acts of, you know, passive violence or active violence. But yeah, I have been flooded with Black Lives Matters, and I've just been watching a lot of that, and part of me, I don't want to make things political for me, because I've always lived my life in a way that I feel like everyone should be treated with the same level of respect and intelligence and the same kindness. But at the same time, I realize that I live in a bubble, you know, a bubble of, I don't have a lot of in real life like super diverse friends, and online I have a lot of them. So online I have a very diverse lineup of friends, and it's like, in my head I'm like, of course this is the reaction that's gonna happen. What do you think was gonna happen? Of course you have to, they like, now because of all the protesting, rules are changing, so it's a good thing, you know. Okay, well, enough about the politicalness of this. Back to my original point. Don't be afraid of getting into simple software. Don't be afraid of getting into any type of software. Well, I emphasize simple because people get shut down by creating complicated software and finding users for them. Don't be afraid of going after creating your own solution to your own problems, because there's plenty of people who will say no to that path, and the ones who do say yes have the shot at their own financial freedom and financial abundance. Like recently, my dog had like an eye infection or something like that, and then, you know, like start shaking his ear, and I was like, oh my god, his ear, something's in it. But it didn't make me panic in the way that I would have panicked if I had less resources, because of because knowing myself, I can give myself financial abundance. It also opens up this doorway of mindset, of like mindset peacefulness and peaceful abundance. And that's kind of weird to say because I'm not peaceful all the time, but it gives me this sense of peace, this sense of calm, knowing that, you know, if I have to put him in the hospital for him to be helped, that it's gonna be no big deal. I'm not gonna take this huge financial hit from it, right? So there's like creating your own solutions that enables passive income for you to create a life where you have financial abundance, leads to so much more than just money. It leads to the ability to withstand a lot of like trauma and a lot of things that can happen in your life. And I think that when I'm teaching people to have passive income with their own simple software, it's way more than money. It's being able to have a lifetime of achieving that sense of peace, that sense of calm. Because if something emergency happened, they can totally take care of it. It's not gonna cause a big dent. It's not gonna lead to lots of stress. And that affects everything. That affects your body, that affects your health, that affects your children, that affects their spouse, it's everything. So yeah, it leads to freedom, it leads to peace of mind. And when people tell me, like, Kim, how many hours do I need to devote time to do this? Like, how many hours a week? I'm thinking, if it was me, I would do whatever I can. Like, I would not care about the hours, because it's, at the end of the day, it's my entire life that I'm fighting for, and I would fight for my life with every blood, sweat, and tear that I have, And it's like a lifetime of peacefulness, a lifetime of abundance. Why do you think, like, don't look at it in terms of hours, in terms of units. Look at it in terms of this escape from this lifetime of thinking in limits, right? And when you can escape that, if it's possible, because it is possible, if it's possible and there are ways to pursue it, then don't think of it in units anymore, How many hours do I have to devote? No. It's not about hours or months. It's about your entire freedom for your entire life. And why not pursue that with every, thread of your being? So, okay, I went on this huge rant. All right. Yeah, Peter. Yes. And Miguel says we're also resourceful. Yes. Yes, Miguel. Love your comments. Okay, guys. That's it. I'm going to continue this walk. It's a pretty nice walk right now. I'm so fortunate to live in an area where literally there's like a bunch of flowers over there. And I'm on this trail for horses. Jonathan was like, what if we encounter a horse? I'm like, I don't think we're gonna hit a bunch of horses on this trail at this time, So it's a beautiful, nice walk, and we're about to walk back. And I'm gonna tell you guys, a large part of me today felt not up for this walk, but I just did it. just do it anyways, just go out there and do it anyways. Oh, look, berries. See that? Okay, that's all. GroupConvert has a new version that I'm publishing for people who are rolled over to the new Facebook and GroupConvert broke for them for the old. So, yep, that's coming. I'm publishing it. Give me a couple of days. Usually after you publish it to the Chrome Web Store, it takes them a period to review it. So give me that time. Okay. Well, anyways, bye guys. Have a good Sunday. Bye.
Oh yeah, if you like that video, then you will love all the resources that I have over at kimcdang.com. That is KIMCDANG.com. There you will find all my courses, my extensions, all the offers that I have, as well as a lot of free resources if you are just getting started.